Hi, I'm Michelle Ferguson, and I'm the crochet pattern designer of Two Brothers Blankets. Today, I'm going to show you how to crochet the alternating back loop only and front loop only single crochet stitch. This stitch combo is a wonderful texture. It's great for washcloths, it's great for garments, it's great for anything. It's very easy to do, and you'll just need some yarn and a crochet hook. For this tutorial, I have just a scrap ball of worsted weight yarn in this pink color because my nails match the blue swatch, so I decided to grab this pink. It's just a scrap worsted weight yarn, and I've got an H 5mm crochet hook. So let's get started. Alright, for this tutorial, you're going to want to chain a starting chain in a multiple of 2 plus 1. So I'm going to do 21 chains to start. Alright, I have done my 21 chains. I like to work in the back bump of the chain, so I've turned it around. I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from my hook and in each chain across for my very first row. So one single crochet in every chain across for a total of 20 single crochet. Okay, I've completed the first row of single crochet stitches in the back bump of each chain stitch. So I have 20 single crochet stitches. Now we're going to start alternating in the back loop and front loop only for row 2 and on. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, and I'm going to start my row by working in the back loop only of my stitch. So if you see here, you've got a loop here and a loop here at the top of your single crochet stitch. This is your back loop. It is the furthest from you. And this is your front loop. This is the closest to you. So you're going to work in that back loop only to start. So I'm just going to insert my hook into that back loop. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops to complete my single crochet. So for this next stitch, I'm going to work in the front loop only. So I'm going to insert my hook into that front loop only. I'm going to grab my yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. Now I'm going to go back to back loop only. So I'm going to insert my hook in the back loop only and complete my single crochet. And then the next one is front loop only. So I'm going to work into just that one loop, pull up my loop, and finish my single crochet. And I am going to alternate back loop only and then front loop only single crochet all the way across to till my last stitch. And I'm going to do that now, and then I'll show you what I do with the last stitch. Okay, I'm at my last stitch. My second from my last stitch is a back loop only single crochet. Typically, you would want to do your single crochet in the front loop only, but a little trick that I have that I do is the last stitch, I always do work the stitch in both loops. If I were to do a front loop only as it says to do, as the pattern does, alternates, it would create this big gap right here. So even if I turn, you still see it. You're going to have a big gap. So to keep it nice and clean, give it a nice straight edge, I find that it is best to work in both loops. So my last stitch, I will do a single crochet in both loops. And see how nice that edge looks now? So you're going to alternate your back loop only and front loop only single crochet all the way across until that last stitch of every row. And that one you will do in both loops. So let's do that again. We're going to do a repeat of row 2 from here on out. We're just going to chain 1 and turn. I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the back loop only to start, and then 1 single crochet in the front loop only, And I'm going to repeat that sequence, back loop only in the next, front loop only single crochet in the next, all the way across to the last stitch. All right, I'm at my last stitch again, and I'm going to do my single crochet in both loops. All right, I am going to do a few more rows of a repeat of row 2. So chain 1, turn, back loop only in the first, front loop only single crochet in the next, and repeat across for a few more rows, and then I will show you how to do a decrease. All right, I have completed 5 rows of the alternating back loop only and front loop only single crochet. You can see it has this nice texture. Now I'm going to show you how to decrease. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. I'm going to work a few of the stitches. So 1 I see in the back loop, 1 in the front, 1 in the back, 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and 1 in the front. All right, I'm going to decrease. Say you need to decrease for whatever reason, but you kind of want to keep the same texture and stitch look going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my hook into the back loop only of this first stitch. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and then I am going to take my hook and insert it into the front loop only of the next stitch. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. I have 3 loops on my hook now. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through all 3 loops, and that decreases so that you only have 1 stitch, but you still worked into the back loop and the front loop only. So let's do that again. I'm going to do a few back loop, 1 front loop, 1 back loop, 1 front loop, and let's decrease again. I'm going to insert my hook into the back loop only of the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now I'm going to go into the next stitch. I'm going to go into the front loop only of that stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. So I have 3 loops on my hook, and then I'm going to proceed with a single crochet decrease by just yarning over and pulling through all 3. And so that keeps, you're going to have a little bit of a different texture because you are decreasing, but for the most part, you're going to get the same look. So you just will work into the back loop only and the front loop only to start, and then you're going to decrease. So insert hook, the back loop only, then insert into the front loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. And that will decrease it while maintaining that same look. And there you go. That's what it looks like. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.